everyone, welcome back to Stevie Marie Intuition. So today we're going to do a video that's a little different than what I normally do. Instead of doing a pick a card reading, today I'm going to do a reading for the collective. Just kind of a, end of the week, beginning of the new week check-in. So I have 3 decks that are all like in the same quote-unquote family, I guess you could say. They're all 3 Arcana Iris Sakura decks. One's the tarot deck, one's the Lenormand, and one's the, I want to say, it's like the astrological deck. I don't remember the name exactly. But I have their little white booklets with me as well because the Lenormand and the astrological deck I'm getting used to still. Obviously the tarot deck I know, but the other 2 I'm getting used to and getting used to their systems. So I thought it would be nice just to do a little check-in reading with these 3 decks. So we will go ahead and get started with the tarot deck. Alright. I have this beautiful reading cloth as well that came with them. So I thought it would be nice to use them all together. Alright, so just like a collective, what's going on right now? What do we all need to know? Okay, so right off the bat we got the Prince of Chalices, or Prince of Cups, which in this deck is the Knight of Cups. What do we all need to know? Okay, then we got the Ten of Wands, the Empress, and I'm going to try to get one more card. One more card for the collective. What do we need to know? Okay, well that was like 10, so we're not going to take those. Alright. So we have 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, trying to put these where we can see them all, and the Knight of Disc. Which in this deck, the knights are the kings, if I am correct with that. In the booklet, when they list them, they list it knight, queen, prince, princess. So I'm assuming that the princesses are pages, the princes are knights, the queens are queens, and the knights are kings. Yeah, so let me go ahead and pull you some Lenormand cards, and then the Moonology, and then we'll kind of read them all together. So we get a full picture. We got a lot of cards, I guess, which is good because it is a collective reading, so, more general for everyone. Alright, collective, what do we need to know? Alright, so we got the Anchor. See if we can get 1 or 2 more. Collective, what do we need to know? We got the Stars. And we got the Whip, which these are number 35, number 16, and number 11. Alright, and now for the astrological cards. Collective, what do we need to know? What energies are we going to be in, or have we been in? Alright, so we have 9th house journeys, and I can't pick this up, and we have Uranus, or Uranus, people say it differently. So this is number 9, and we got the 9th house. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the description for the astrological cards, and then the description for the Lenormand cards, and then we'll read them because I'm not familiar with either one of these yet. Just so we have like a better, you know, understanding of what's going on. Alright, so ninth house, the house of journeys. It represents ideologies, worldview, higher learning, travel, spirituality, and religion. And then Uranus is all about what makes you special, where you are in life, where do you want to create change, and it represents eccentricity. Sorry, that's really hard to pronounce for me. Unpredictable changes, rebellion, and reformation. Okay, so that's interesting. Those two cards right off the bat, you know, and the rest of this, what I'm getting with the tarot cards without the Lenormand yet, right off the bat, I'm getting like, you know, in the U.S., we have this big election right now going on. Today is November 5th, so Thursday, 2 days after we voted, and we're still waiting for all the votes to be counted, and it's, you know, been a lot of stress on everyone, and most people have been trying to get out the current president, so we can have a more, this is just my view, you don't have to share it, you know, but to get a more, how do I put this nicely, a more fair, a more just, you know, president in office right now. So there's been a lot of political turmoil, there's been a lot of uprisings, you know, rebellions, I guess, but it's not really rebellions because it's most people just kind of fighting for what is right, you know, equal rights for everyone regardless of color, race, gender, sexuality, orientation, you know, religion, any of that. So it's kind of interesting right off the bat that we have these two cards, the ninth house and Uranus, because they're both very much like about the journey and about going against, I feel like, you know, standing up for what you think is right, you know, and reformation, rebellion, you know, changes. So that's interesting that we have that right now. And then the rest of the cards, I'm kind of reading it as, you know, we have been in a situation where we realize is not where we are supposed to be. You know, the U.S. prides itself typically on being a very fair and just nation, but we haven't been, you know, lately with everything that's been going on, you know, police brutality, discrimination, racism, anything you could think of, and most people have been using, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people have been using their religion to justify this, which just isn't right, you know, like your religion doesn't want you to hate people, no matter what your religion is, you know. So I'm seeing like with the tarot cards that we are coming out of like this oppression, and there's going to be peace, there's love, happiness, you know, with the two of swords, the two of cups and the nine of cups all together, like we're coming out of this, you're making the decision as a collective, to move forward, you know, we're going to get that peace, we're going to refine that love for one another, and hopefully, you know, restore happiness for everyone, because nobody should be oppressed. Like, it is 2020, you know, like we are all equal, nobody is better than anyone else, you know. I don't want to feel like I'm preaching over here, but that's just what I'm getting from these cards right now. And like the Empress, you know, literally I feel like the Prince of Chalices and the oppression, or the Ten of Wands, you know, they together are just like where we were, and this is where we're going down here. And then with the Knight of Disc, which in this deck is the King, you know, that all together with the other cards is just, ooh, this is, you know, this is, I have the chills. This is powerful. But like the King of Disc is like, you know, achievement, and we're gonna get there. So I feel like these first two cards are kind of like, this is where we were at, and this is what we're going to achieve. Okay, group, everyone, I was going to say group 1, but this is a collective reading. So let me read the description for the Lenormand cards and see what those are about. I'm just looking at them, like reading them intuitively. Stars for me, like the star card is hope. Anchor, you know, we're going to be secure again in where we are. Like everyone's going to have that security back. And so that's just what I'm getting off of those, just looking at it, which they fit so well into the reading with the other cards. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for those right off the bat. And like the whip for me is kind of like conflict and because you know, like you see people getting flogged and whipped in movies when they are like have been accused of stuff. And you know, sometimes it's been wrongful. And so that's kind of what, you know, this is where we were. People have been oppressed, and there's hope now. We're moving forward and everyone's gonna have that security. So let me read the descriptions of what these 3 cards actually mean and compare that to what I'm getting intuitively with them. So anchor is number 35. Okay, so anchor is stability, restraint, security, resilience, durability, laying foundations. Okay, exactly what I thought it was. You know, we are gonna, as a nation, as a collective, we are going to step into a new sense of security for everyone, where everyone is protected and can be who they are, you know. And then the stars is number 16. Hope, inspiration, optimism, spirituality, dreams, progress to goals. Exactly. I feel like I don't even need this booklet. They're pretty self-explanatory. And then the whip, which is number 11. Conflict, arguments, debate, scolding, opposition, objection, and abuse. Okay, yeah. So looking at these, like the whip, I feel like could go over here with the Prince of Chalices and the Ten of Wands. Like this is where we were as a nation, and this is where we are going. I did not mean for this reading to be political or, you know, about what is currently going on in the US, but that is just what is coming out, you know. I guess because the energy has been heavy lately around this election, especially for me and, you know, everyone in the US right now. So I guess Spirit's just kind of picking up on that and is just trying to reassure us that, yo, we're coming out of this on the other side. It's gonna be better. Yeah, and I love that we got the 9th house journeys. Like, you know, this has been a roller coaster. It's been a learning experience. We've learned a lot about each other. Unfortunately, not all so good. But like I said before, the 9th house is about like ideology, worldview, higher learning, travel, spirituality, and religion, which I feel like everybody right now is like reevaluating those things in their life and like leaning into them more. So that is like a very relevant card right now, the 9th house for everyone. I feel like no matter which side you are on, you definitely have been leaning hard into like what you believe in and your spirituality. If you know, if you have a religion, you've really been leaning on that for kind of just like hope and reassurance. So that's like super interesting that we got that card coming up as well. Yeah, so everyone, I hope this reading kind of gives you a little bit of hope. I mean, I feel a little bit more hope that we're going to come out on the other side of this very unique situation a lot better. I hope you kind of have this feeling of hope coming from this as well. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, I just wanted to do a quick collective reading. If you liked videos like this, please let me know and I'll do more of them. I was just feeling called to do this right now because, you know, as me, I'm sure so many other people are really stressed about this current time that we're in. So I feel like we just kind of needed, you know, to reflect on it a little bit. So everyone, please like this video if this resonated with you. If you liked it, you know, please like and subscribe to my channel, and please just take care of yourselves, everyone. You know, this is a very trying time and we're in this together. You know, don't forget that you are not alone. Reach out to your support system if you need it. Yeah, and please just stay safe, everyone. And I will see you in the next reading. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you, everyone.